Is he in jail?
Shows bond active, so he may,
Think he got took to ICE?
that's what I'm thinking.
Gutierrez Rivera judge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at the.
How did this?
As we told.
I would have.
I see the hold, so I don't know if he went straight to ICE, but
Okay.
I have two.
Yes, because
I have two affidavits to surrender the surety. So, is this yours, ma'am? Is this yours?
yes.
Do you know is he in ICE custody?
Facility. So when we processed the bonds, we were not aware that he had any, there was no holdback on the bonds being processed. This wasn't until later when we were looking for him that Stanley mentioned that we got.
Judge, in the full screen, it says release defendant to immigration.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess he doesn't have a lawyer then either.
Okay, so I'm trying to bring him back so we can come back for these cases and then that they would work on the immigration cases down here.
So what we'll do is I'll sign these now and then you want to try to bench warrant him back? Yeah, typically something like this, if they have a DWI second, they get another DWI second. That's something that it shouldn't have passed. I can't wait to get a hold of him. Yeah.
On page 10, on page 10, you refuse to sign it.
Come up. Come up, ma'am. Bacano. I ordered conditions on you. Did you refuse to sign the conditions? It's just a yes or no.
The other case that I have the same condition, nothing. Your condition said I can, but the other one say I can't. And I have my GPS. If I go home, it's gonna sound, and the cops are gonna come arrest me. So.
Hold on a second. Have we appointed her lawyer?
Oh, PBO's office, so I'm waiting on it. Email.
Let's do this. Just take a seat for me a moment. Let me make sure you get a lawyer first, and then you can talk to the lawyer.
I can get it.
Just, it's early. What's that? I didn't hear you.
Also in ICE custody.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll get him back. And then I'm gonna serve him with a contempt. And then we're gonna have a hearing. And if you prove it to me that he's driving, then I'm gonna hold him and I'll have it, so. But yeah, because he's now got an ICE hold, he'll be stuck in jail until either he can make an ICE bond or until we're done. But being that he picked up a second DWI while on bond for one, the chance of an immigration judge giving him an immigration bond is probably going to be very low. Because typically, typically for the immigration judges down here, if you have like a first DWI and you try to get an immigration bond, usually there's somewhere like 7,000 to 12,000 because you're a huge flight risk. So an immigration judge has to really feel comfortable that you are going to come back and you're not going to just take off. So they need like sufficient proof that you have ties to the community. But now with this guy being that kind of danger, I can't imagine that an immigration judge would give.
Surely make the front page of New York Times.
What's that?
They will make the front page of New York Times in the event something else occurs.
Just got touched. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
On this one,
You sent me a text.
Saw it. I'm gone. I'm not going to be here Thursday and Friday, so we can do it tomorrow or we can do it Monday. Whatever you'd like. It's a third bond violation, so it's got to happen.
Bond violation, one she had before was because she's already in rehab and she's on probation in Galveston. And we
She's on
already,
probation for what?
she has a case down in Galveston that she was on probation prior to this case.
Another DWI?
It was a felony drug case. But she got incarcerated down there for like 90 days and we had a hold on her. She got out of jail, come back here. I already talked to him. We're going to do a time serve. Be done.
Not on the second, though.
Oh, she got like 70 days.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, if she has credit,
We were gonna write up like a 30-day offer. but-
okay.
And she's already got credit for all the time she's still in Galveston, so, but she is going through rehab now. And the knee violation is when she used mouthwash for whatever reason. But I know, we can preach and tell them that, don't do it, but.
So it's going to happen soon, though. So you want to do Monday?
And I was telling, defense, I can write up the offer, but on my end in Harris County Jail, she's only done 3 days. So I don't know how to transfer the credit over. from
I can only give her credit that she's entitled to, unless there was some kind of hold here.
There was a hold here. We had a hold placed on her when she originally went in, down there.
Check with Melissa just to make sure. And then,
I can write up a
But
30-day offer, but
do you want to do Monday?
Monday,
I can't guarantee the time served really with the time.
I'll get the verification.
Yeah.
I'll
Get back.
get the verification with Galveston, so.
Just, yeah, however you want to do it.
Set it.
But just Monday, cool?
So you write some on the blue line?
Yeah, I can do Monday,
Okay.
at 6. Okay, I'll have her here.
And I'll let Victoria know.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Webb. Okay.
And this say, this pleading to the trespass and dismissal practices. Good morning.
Hi, how are you? We're here. How much time is there on this?
Yeah. Oh, I have a reason.
There you go.
Good morning, Mr. Webb. So you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with resisting arrest and criminal trespass. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you, is it 3 for 10?
Yes.
3 days in jail. They're giving you 10 days credit on the criminal trespass. As part of the plea bargain agreement, they're going to dismiss the resisting arrest. Is this how you understand it? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. How do you plead to the offense, sir?
Okay.
So how do you plead guilty or not guilty?
And we'll find you guilty. Mr. Webb, from now on, you're looking at a minimum of 30 days in jail. Be careful, sir.
For what?
Any future cases,
Oh, okay.
minimum 30 days.
Hey, right?
Yes, sir.
Be careful. SS. See the tattoo? Okay, hey, ready?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor. Have Edwin Rodriguez is off docket that we, was on docket yesterday. We had the miscommunication. Told me to make sure he was here today. He is here today.
What's your clause number?
247-5904. 5904.
Oh, yeah.
Come up, Mr. Rodriguez. Just give me a second. Just take a seat for me in the first pew, sir, please. Right over there.
Just briefly for some context, I believe this one was a PTI. I don't want to misspeak.
It is
And
PTI.
T-Raz is pending and the fees are still pending.
T-Raz is scheduled for 5/16. We're working on fees now.
I'm not waiting that long.
Okay.
Now, please. Come up. I issued a warrant for you yesterday. You were supposed to be here yesterday, not today, not tomorrow. And this isn't your first time that you've done this. He goes with you.
If I may, Your Honor, I definitely understand the frustration with the attendance. I'm not sure, but there was a huge miscommunication on that end with him thinking he got accepted into the
He
program.
goes with you. Don't send him down, but he goes with you.
Sure. Can I be excused?
I'm going to hold him till noon. I will never do this again. If he ever fails me again, I will truly make it 15,000 the next time.
Yes, Your Honor.
And we'll send it for a T-Raz now. That's it. I'm done playing games. No more waived appearances. And where are we with the rest of the stuff so you can get into the PTI program?
T-Raz fees, once those are done, the contract will be sent over. They give it back.
Has he provided you everything that needs to get? Has he given you everything?
Everything up to T-Raz.
Up to T-Raz. So yeah, we need the fees to T-Raz. Once that's in, the contract gets sent over to them and they sign it.
Set up Shatori as T-Raz today, please. Okay, I'm gonna hold him for the next hour and a half because I want to scare him. Okay, all right.
Thank you.
That's right. Hey, come on.
Judge, I get a fugitive case that I was appointed on, Mr. Jaquavion Greenway.
Greenway.
No, text back there. I want to get it on.
Tell me about Mr. Greenway.
He's one at Orange County for DUI, excess blood alcohol level, unlicensed driver, and false representation in
Oh, and he picked up another DWI here.
and here.
Ouch.
And I'm going to be against Vaughn because notwithstanding those collection of offenses, he also picked up 13 failure to appears in other states and 2 evadings. And on top of the fact
Hold
that
on a second. Can you bring up Mr. Greenway so he can hear this?
Hey, guys, real quick on this reinstatement, how much time are you giving?
2 weeks. Yeah. Do, I guess, 2.5 because he's getting the T-Raz, today.
Go ahead and sign, Mr. Kenya.
Ricardo, do you have any other cases you want to talk about, or is this it?
You said any cases fugitive docket? No, Judge. But I have, looks like a couple others that I'm gonna talk to you about.
have you talked to them about?
I'm gonna talk to,
Oh, okay.
Cabell about. Or actually, no, they're not that old, Judge. I don't need to approach them. They're not that old. Easy day, easy day.
Actually, for fun, I'm going to look at the warrant date so that I can
Let's see what this was.
Mr. Greenway,
Sir,
how's jail?
I had, but I put
Apparently it's
myself in
good because you're laughing and you're in great spirits.
Sir, I put myself in this predicament, so I gotta.
Well, at least you can recognize that that's a good thing. you know? So you're wanted out of Orange County for a DWI,
Yes, sir.
and now you've picked up another DWI here in Harris County. Your lawyer, I'm sorry?
They're about 5 years apart, but I know.
So you've been gone for 5 years,
Good,
and you want me to set you a bond?
sir.
So you here because you're wanted out of Orange County. You're now being here held in Harris County at 0 bond. So we have you here out because your lawyer is asking me to set you a bond.
Yes, sir.
Because otherwise what happens is you sit here in custody until all of your cases are done here. And then we wait for Orange County to come bring their happy selves over here to pick you up.
Yes, sir.
A lot of times, me as a judge will set a bond on a fugitive case if I feel that the person is not a danger to the public, because that's my main concern. 2, are you a danger to the public? Number 1. And number 2, if we set you a bond, are you actually going to go to the jurisdiction that wants you? Therein lies the rub. That's the question for you. But I know that what you're going to tell me now, it's like little bunnies jumping in the woods. Yeah, right.
No.
But it's what's on paper to me that matters, because what's on paper is the person who you truly are. Mr. Kim, tell me about Mr.
The warrant from Orange County was issued out on January 2023. Between that time and being apprehended today, he was again charged, or he was charged with DWI on October 2023, in which he bond forfeited 2 months later and was apprehended again when he was simultaneously charged for failure to ID, giving false information.
Is that here or over there?
Here. So he had a DWI or DUI in Orange County. While after that warrant was issued, then he picked up a DUI here, and then he bond forfeited the Harris County DUI, and then he was picked up 5 months later and was also charged with failing ID by giving false information, and then obviously bond violating the DUI. I've shared with counsel in other states, he has a failure to appear at least 13 times and evading.
Oh.
I believe he's the definition of a flight risk.
Sir, I was young. That was years ago.
How old are you now?
I'm 28. I'm an engineer offshore. I got my ducks in a row. The DWI here, it was a miscommunication, and I showed up in court to the lawyer after I failed. She said I failed to appear. Me and my lawyer showed up in court and explained that it was a miscommunication. She reinstated the bond. We're back on good terms with everything. I think I have a court date coming up soon for that. My lawyer, she said I no longer have to show up since I work offshore, so my lawyer is going to show up for me. So this is the only thing that I have. Those other cases, when I was a young college student, I got my stuff together now, Judge. I promise you, like, I am not a flight risk or anything like that. I take my life very serious, and I'm not just talking. I'm speaking from the heart.
Little bunnies jumping in the woods.
Definitely not. Most definitely not. And if I am able to bond out, I will
Ask you
show up
this.
in Orange County.
If you were the judge, would you give that person standing in front of you a bond?
Yes, sir. Only I would love for you to. I'm going to show up out there. I've already talked to my mom and everybody. I'm showing up. If you give me a chance, or I promise you, I will not disappoint you.
Not even Jesus himself could convince me to give you a chance now, Mr. Greenwade. 13 FTAs.
Sir, those were a decade ago. I was young. I'm
28, Mr. Greenwade.
Man, I'm a whole different person. I've been through college, put myself through. I'm on my stuff, sir. I've been at my job.
So the fact that you took off on the DWI here, not 5 months ago, you've matured since that 5 months, I guess.
That was just a miscommunication, and I took it upon myself to show up in court. I showed up in court myself. I did not run. I was not caught. I showed up in court myself. Told the judge about the miscommunication. She took the warrant off of me. I did not run.
It is worth noting that the last evading and the last failure to appear is 5 years ago.
Years ago, sir. I've been on a straight line, and I'm trying to stay on it.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that you're gonna keep this straight line too. I don't think so, Mr. Greenway. I'm sorry, but
Judge, would you at least consider a high bond, 5,000, you know, put some skin in the game and, you know?
oh, for me, for Mr. Greenway, if I were to set something, it's probably going to be like 150,000. Because that way, I just, you know what? I don't even want to do that because I don't think you're going to show up.
Sir, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna lose my job behind this. I've been working so hard, like, to get everything together. I'm gonna lose my job and everything. I'm gonna lose everything. And I've been doing so good. I wait for that to happen.
And me, you know, and I don't want that to happen to Mr. Greenway, but at some point you got to get it. And for me, if I were to give you a bond now, I would be enabling your behavior. And I would say, yeah, it's okay for you to do this when it most certainly is not, especially in light that you have a DWI over there. You've got now a DWI here. It's as bad as it gets, man.
They're years apart. It's not like I'm just out here repeatedly getting in trouble. I'm working, I'm handling my business.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
I'm approaching that lawyer just because.
So keep it in.
Is this the one where you took over from the other lawyer?
We got the application in.
Okay.
Insurance, everything approved, contract was sent to me yesterday afternoon.
Wonderful. So we'll just give you time.
Russell?
Yeah.
I went over on the phone with her and we're gonna get it. Today, she's in my office.
You want 2.5 weeks? Okay. Good job, Brent. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks. Good seeing you.